Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome to more Pokemon Blaze Black 2. Last time, we learned the fate of Hugh's beloved Pokemon. And this time, we will be learning the fate of the world. Proceeding onwards here, as you can see, we may now have access to further areas of the giant chasm. Not all of it, though. Worth noting, I have healed my Pokemon in between the last episode and this one, so don't be worried that we are going to be having some significant troubles in an upcoming fight, because as you might expect, we are very close to what I would consider the end of the main Team Plasma plotline. Anyway, down here there is a little bit we can explore, so it's probably worth exploring it just to see what we can find, and there's nothing. Funnily enough, there's actually a new Pokemon right here which I was not expecting to catch in this episode. So that's amusing. Okay, I think we're gonna blast that Piloswine with a Psychic and then switch out over to Magnezone right here. This is actually a little bit amusing. I wasn't intending to catch anything this episode, but if the opportunity presents itself, so be it. Alrighty, hopefully that'll bring down Piloswine in one shot. Wow, not even close. Now, of course, the wild Pokemon here are in the 50s, which is quite high, actually, so be warned, you might not want to get in too many fights, and I feel like I've just completely butchered that sentence. But anyway, I think what we're going to do is we are going to blast that Piloswine with another Psychic, and then we are going to Thunder Wave that Snorunt. So that sounds like a good plan. Alrighty, down goes Piloswine, and we should get the paralysis off on that Snorunt, and then we will be in very good position to catch it. Alrighty, and of course it tries to use Hail again, but there's already Hail going on. And yeah, there is nothing left to do but try to catch it. And one throw, we got it. Very nice. It is said that several Snowrunts gather under giant leaves and live together in harmony. Very nice. This is the original ice cream cone Pokemon. I mean, just look at it. It's an upside-down ice cream cone. Anyway, proceeding onwards here, I'm pretty sure there's nothing else for us to actually get around here. I don't think. Am I correct about this? It would appear that I am. So without further ado, let us enter the cave. Now I'm pretty sure wild Pokemon can appear in this room as well. What is not supposed to appear is that guy. He's not supposed to be here until later, actually. So that's interesting. Anyhow, let us proceed onwards to our final confrontation with Team Plasma. But first off, I really think I should switch Lucario into the lead for this upcoming fight. Not to spoil anything, but I think it would be a good decision. The Giant Chasm. This is the spot where Kyurem's power resonates. Here, Kyurem can use the full extent of its power and easily cover all of Unova in ice. Kyurem, come! I have a memory that has continued to haunt me. Just one. That unpleasant look in your eyes reminds me of it. That aside, this is my gift to you to show my respect for making it this far. I'll freeze you solid right here, so you can watch my glorious ascent. Kyurem, glaciate! Zekrom! Fusion Bolt. So you came. The freak without a human heart. N. Zekrom told me Curem is suffering. I can't allow selfish humans to make Pokémon suffer. And I like Unova. It's the place that taught me how to live as a human. It's the place that made me notice the harmony between Pokémon and humans living together. I will protect the Pokémon and humans who live here. Excellent! That was a moving expression of your determination. So the education I provided to make you king wasn't a complete waste then. But I still haven't forgotten that even though I was kind enough to find you when you were living in the forest with Pokémon, and take you in, and care for you, in the end you were selfish and disrupted my plans. I was supposed to use your abilities to rule Unova. But I'll forgive you for that as well. Zekrom, which you were kind enough to bring with you, can shatter ice. Now you've saved me the work of searching for it. Well, actually, I knew you'd appear if we fired ice missiles into Opelucid City, and you noticed the change. That's an ugly formula. It won't work. Oh, but it will. If I use these, the DNA splicers. Zekrom! Curem. Absorb Zekrom. Use Absolfusion. I never would have believed that Pokémon could fuse together, that there was a formula like this. You fool. Last time, I was going to use you to capture people's hearts and minds to rule them. But this time, I'm simply going to use overwhelming power and rule with an iron fist. Do you understand? If you had simply become king, Unova would have remained beautiful. Come now, trainer. This time, no one will save you. But to make things interesting, I'll give you a chance. Let's see if you can stop this Curem. What's this? Your Pokeballs are trembling. Could your Pokemon be shaking with rage? No, that's not possible. Simple tools don't have emotion or thought. Come, challenge Kyurem. Just so you know, catching it is impossible. My cane emits signals that disrupt the function of all Pokeballs. This is Black Kyurem. As Getsus mentioned, capturing this thing is in fact impossible at this point, and as you can see, this thing is level 70. It remains an Ice Dragon type. It did not inherit Zekrom's electric typing. So I think our best bet is probably to smash this thing with an Aura Sphere. And we actually one-shot it. That's pretty hilarious, actually. Not gonna lie. Kyurem and Zekrom were separated. I can't believe it. The Black Kyurem I went to all the trouble of preparing. How irritating. Now I have to go recapture Kyurem, don't I? But first, I'll take down this disgusting trainer with my own hand. This time, I will succeed. No matter what they try. No one will be able to stop me. This is the ultimate leader of Team Plasma, Getsus. That little sound you heard immediately prior to the fight was actually N fully healing our team, which is quite convenient, except for the amusing fact that we actually did not take any damage when fighting Kyurem, which is kind of amusing, to be honest. Anyway, he's opening up with Kofagrigus, really hard to pronounce name. It is level 64. This guy got some pretty strong Pokemon, so we're going to have to be really careful going forward here. But yes, anyone who has not played the original Black and White might be a little bit lost by what is going on here. Basically, in the original Black and White, Getsus raised N to be the quote-unquote king of Team Plasma. I was expecting exactly that kind of move. He raised N to be the king of Team Plasma, and Getsus was planning to rule Unova through him by using his misguided beliefs to get the people of Unova to release their Pokémon, thereby leaving Team Plasma as the only people in the region with Pokémon, leaving them to rule with an iron fist. A trainer, whose name goes unmentioned throughout the course of this game, came up to oppose N, and was able to defeat him and Getsus in battle, leaving Unova in a period of peace. But now Getsus has returned, seeking to shatter that peace. So, without further ado, we must stop him, no matter what it takes. Now, it seems like this Kofagrigus is having a really hard time actually putting a dent in my Lucario. It's attacked me like 4 times. And we're still not down for the count yet, which is quite awesome. Unfortunately, he does have leftovers, and I think Getsus is one of those trainers that will heal. This is true. Now, luckily, he is quote-unquote wasting his full restore on this Kofagrigus because I'm really not too worried about taking out this particular Pokemon out. There is one Pokemon he is going to be using in a later part of the fight that I am quite worried about, actually, so hopefully things will be going pretty well for us in this portion right here. Anyway, if we can take this Shadow Ball, which we actually don't, that's unfortunate. Alrighty, who are we going to bring in this time? I think... Let's see, Trick Room is not in effect, so we should be faster. I'm going to send in Mandibuzz for this one, because I'm pretty sure Mandibuzz is faster than this Kofagrigus. And we are indeed. Alright, his first Pokemon is down at the expense of one of ours. Oh, so close to level 67 right there. Alrighty, up next is Machamp. I am going to stay in right here. This might be a little risky. I'm not positive if Mandibuzz will be faster than this thing, but it's worth a shot. And we are. Let's hit it with a Brave Bird. Now, it does have a Koba Berry, which is going to weaken the damage quite significantly, actually, which allows it to counter with a Stone Edge. Ooh, that is going to hurt a lot. But we actually survive it, which is awesome. Brave Bird might be lethal to Mandibuzz right here, but I think it's probably worth it because I don't quite count on Fly to knock this thing out. There we go. Now, can we actually survive the recoil? We can. Very nice. Mandibuzz gets level 67. Very nice. Alrighty, up next is the big bad himself, Genesect. Yeah. This is an interesting one because it is heavily implied in the vanilla game that Genesect is a sort of failed experiment by Team Plasma 2 years ago, which N insisted upon the team abandoning, because Genesect is in fact an ancient Pokemon that has been genetically modified by Team Plasma to do its evil bidding. Very interesting stuff. It is, I want to say, Bug and Steel, which means it is incredibly weak to that Fire-type move right there. However, it does have a Focus Sash and is going to counteract with a Bug Buzz. Genesect is very powerful. I believe its stat total is higher than Victini's because, as you might expect, this is in fact a legendary Pokemon. Luckily, Getsis does not have any more full restores, and we've brought it down. Lot of experience for that, and up next is Gyarados, this thing. Ooh boy, this is gonna be fun. Let's send out Magnezone for this one. Alrighty, this thing is almost certain to outspeed us, but hopefully we'll be able to take the hits it dishes out. Oh wow, we're actually faster than this thing? I am legitimately astounded. Alright, it has a Wakan Berry, which neutralizes the damage pretty significantly, but we still did a ton of damage to it. And it's using Dragon Dance to boost up its stats, which is something to be feared, but since we are actually somehow... Oh wow, is this a Speed tie? This might actually be a Speed tie, which is not something I was expecting to run into. Luckily, we have Sturdy, allowing us to survive and hit it with a Thunderbolt. Nice. Alright, next up is Hydreigon. I am really scared of this thing. I am going to send out Garchomp and hope we can outspeed this thing, but I am not positive we can. Because, like Garchomp, Hydreigon is what fans like to refer to as a pseudo-legendary Pokemon. We have the exact same level. Let's see what happens. We are actually faster, which is good. Let's see if a Stab Dragon Claw coming out of Garchomp can one-shot this thing. I really hope... Oh, no, it doesn't. Ooh, I really hope we can survive this. Hydreigon has a pretty high attack stat. Oh, man, we actually do. That is awesome. Okay. Please don't be a speed tie. Yes, we are faster. Whew, this is a close fight. Down goes Hydreigon. And Garchomp gets level 67. Alrighty, up next is Electros. This thing, I think, is the scariest Pokemon on his team. I'm going to be sending out... You know what? I am going to send out Magnezone as a sort of sacrifice play. because I am almost certain of the first move he is going to make, and I want him to waste it. Alrighty. Thunderbolt. And we're actually faster than it. Wow, I am very, very impressed. And it's not actually doing what I was expecting it to do. That's interesting. I'm basically going to be sending out sacrifice plays on this thing, trying to bait it into doing what I'm expecting it to do, because it's got a pretty scary move in its move pool. If it doesn't use it, I will explain what it is. Alrighty, let's try Dragon Claw again, and we are faster, which is good. And it's using U-turn. Okay, I guess it's not even going to get the chance to do what I'm expecting it to do. This Electros is, believe it or not, equipped with Flying Gem Acrobatics. And at least in Generation 5, when the Flying Gem is consumed... What's this? This is nothing like I expected. When the Flying Gem is consumed, Acrobatics gets the double power boost from not holding an item. Meaning if this thing uses Acrobatics on you, it is 165 base power if my math is right. You do not want this thing getting that attack off. Luckily, I managed to get through this fight without seeing it. Could it be? My plans for complete and total world domination foiled yet again? No, it mustn't be. I couldn't have been defeated by some random trainer from who knows where. How can this be? I'm the creator of Team Plasma. I'm perfect. I'm the absolute ruler who will change the world. And I've lost to some unknown trainer not once, but twice? I can't accept this. This isn't possible. I can't be bested by fools who can't even use Pokémon correctly. It's hard to tell you this, but, Father, please understand. Pokémon are not tools. Pokémon and humans take each other to greater heights. They are our wonderful partners. Some humans understand this. Why can't you? Shut your mouth! Shut up, shut up, shut up! Don't talk like a person, you freak! No real person could talk to Pokémon! Lord Getsis has lost control. We'll take it from here. Okay. Without Father, Team Plasma is... farewell. On behalf of everyone, thank you. Kyurem is fine. Now it has lost its power, but it will come here again. Zekrom says thank you as well. That's right, I can talk with Pokémon. On that day 2 years ago, a certain trainer and Alder taught me something. By accepting different ideas, this world creates a chemical reaction. So I met many different Pokémon and people and heard so much. And that's how my world quietly grew bigger. By being with Pokémon, humans can continue toward new horizons. By being with humans, Pokémon can exhibit their true power. That's what Zekrom taught me, the ideal for Pokémon and me. And someday, both ideals and truth will come together. Then Pokémon and humans will be free from the oppression of Pokéballs. You, what are you and your Pokémon striving for? You should head to the Pokémon League and put your ideals to the test. Team Plasma's ship flew away. Is it over? Yes. I see. So, it's finally over. More importantly, you rescued Kyurem from Team Plasma, right? You're really something. I'm gonna make sure Purloin gets back to my sister. Still can't take it out of the Pokeball yet, though. What are you gonna do? He said to go to the Pokemon League. That's a good idea. I mean, now you're the strongest in Unova, right? Go prove it. Do you remember where we first met up in the giant chasm? If you follow the path from there, it goes out onto Route 23. Victory Road and the Pokemon League are just past there. It's the cane Getsus was holding. Was he controlling Kyurem with it? And with that, the threat looming over Unova has come to an end. Next time on Pokemon Blaze Black 2, we are going to be heeding N, the child of Pokemon, his advice, and heading off to the Pokemon League. Without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.